on One Piece because I feel like we need to change pace. I don't want to constantly be one of them guys that constantly has to do the same videos over and over again in the same game. So I am a One Piece, a Bleach, and a Naruto fan. So we'll be discussing all three today, and Dragon Ball Z, one of my favorites. We'll go to... I want to go to Nightmare Log. 1 to 10. Let's do my favorite, Whitebeard. One of the strongest characters in One Piece series. No joke. Very OP. The guy that fought Gold Rogers numerous times. A tough SOB. Now, One Piece, I'm a big fan of One Piece. One Piece is no complicated because it's one of the longest running anime series, and I hate to say it, and mangas it's coming close to Dragon Ball Z. It's very cool, but at the same time, One Piece is complicated because I've seen on numerous videos online about how people talk about, oh, Luffy's the strongest, or Shanks the strongest, or that. If we're thinking about logic here, the strongest person still yet to be is Gold Roger, and for that reason, because we can't measure his ability, all we know is legend. He's fought Whitebeard, and for all we know, we don't know, but Whitebeard could have had that gun suit, whatever it's called, the one that makes earthquakes, even in the sky. As such, he could have had that ability while fighting Gold Roger. That's one of the most powerful pandemic, I think, gun fruit ability out there. Even while he was almost dying, he fought against Blackbeard that had the gun fruit of darkness. And still, when he had holes in his chest, kicked his ass, and still Blackbeard was crying out a little bit, basically. So Gold Roger, if Gold Roger fought against Whitebeard in his prime with that ability, that will tell you that Gold Roger still has yet to be matched when it comes to power. Sadly though, we can never truly know how powerful he would have become because the disease ended up killing him. And for all we know, he could have had a gun ability. We don't know that. He could have had a legendary gun power, for all we know. So, not only was he a master of Haku, the Conqueror, and all the other things, but he was also, he could have had a OP gun ability. And he fought against other users of gun fruit and still kicked their ass. So he's yet to be truly beat yet. Luffy's on his way. Shanks is close, but let's be honest here. Shanks, if he had both his arms, I think in all honesty he would be more stronger than he is now. He's still strong enough to make Blackbeard piss himself, even after gaining that Whitebeard ability, gun fruit. But still, he's yet to be truly matched yet. And that's what people have to realize. Now, if I would have to rank the top 10 strongest characters, I would say number 10 would have to be Ace. Sadly, Ace was pretty powerful and had the power of Sun, but I hate to say it, Ace might have had the ability, but Ace was cocky. Ace was arrogant. He allowed his cockiness, his anger over the death of his crewmate that Blackbeard killed to get the best of him. If he thought logically and came in with a plan against Blackbeard, he would not have got caught. He would not have caused the Great War. So, if he would have gone in thinking, oh, this guy he ate this gun fruit, I should maybe be cautious, maybe even find some sea stones and he could have beat Blackbeard. He could have changed the history, but sadly, and not only that, but fire is OP. It really is. But fire can be put out numerous ways. If you use the earth, if you use dirt, you can put fire out. But like I was saying, if you use dirt, you can put fire out. Water puts fire out. A strong enough wind will spread fire, but a strong enough wind will could also basically put out the fire. Ice, strong enough ice, if it's cold enough, can actually put out the fire. So I would have to rank Ace as number 10. Number 9, I would have to go with, let me think. If we're thinking about people, I would have to go with the SCP-9 guy, the Tiger guy, whatever his name is. Hold on, I'll find his name. Cause I just watched like a whole bunch of episodes of One Piece, so I should know his name, but I totally goes past my mind basically. Let's see. Lucille, yeah. And for that reason, I would say he would be number 9 is for the fact that not only was he able to kill hundreds of people when he was like 18 or 17 years old, basically a young teen basically, but he's a master of the 6 arts, 6 powers, combined with his skill that he already had, combine that with the Never Fruit ability of that Tiger and his own user, I would rank him number 9. Now, the reason why I'm not ranking him higher is for the fact that not only did he lose to Luffy that obtained abilities similar to that of the 6 powers, even Luffy stated in the manga and the anime that if he never fought these guys, he would never had unlocked abilities such as 2nd gear or 3rd gear, just similar to that of the 6 powers. I would rank him number 9 though. It's simple. Because after Luffy obtained these powers, Luffy did not master them. So Luffy basically didn't even have a boost really. But Luffy still kicked his ass. But I would say the reason why Luffy lost was for the fact that Lucille, not only was Lucille holding back half the damn time, like an idiot, but he was cocky, he was arrogant. And because of this, I'm ranking him number 9 as the power list. Number 8 will be Inoru. For the fact that, yes, Lucille basically, gave Luffy a bigger challenge. But the reason why Inoru is ranked number 8 is because Luffy never truly defeated him. Inoru wasn't killed, he wasn't defeated truly. The only reason why Inoru lost technically was because Luffy's ability, Gungan Fruit ability, made his body out of rubber, and rubber doesn't really conduct electricity. As such, if Luffy didn't have the rubber ability, Luffy would have been killed. No joke. Luffy would have got his ass kicked. But I'm also ranking him number 9 for the faults. Inoru's cocky. He believes himself to be a god. He believes himself to be the strongest warrior. He's arrogant. He's prideful. He leaves himself open, not thinking that things can hurt him, because he can turn his body into electricity. It's his cockiness that's his greatest weakness, and that's why he lost to Luffy. Number 7 is, let's see, folks. I'm trying to think. It's not Hawkeye. I would say number 7 in power ranking would have to be, I'm gonna have to go with Garf for right now. I'm not talking about the young Garf. Young Garf would probably be up in the ranks of 3, because we don't know how powerful Garf's abilities truly were when he was younger, when he was fighting against Gold Roger, the king of the pirates. But old Garf is being ranked number 7 for the fact that because of his age, he has lost a lot of his abilities. He's not as powerful as he once was, but we have never got to see his full potential yet. But he's also cocky at times. Now, being a person being of his age and being a hero and stuff like that, I understand why he's cocky. But here's the but. He should not. He lets his guard down. And there's some quirks like he'll fall asleep while beating up on Luffy and they'll fall asleep. Now, any person in their right mind logically would attack a person when they're doing that. No matter what. A pirate would. If you're thinking of trying to make a name for yourself, you attack a person like that. Even if he wakes up instantly and is able to defend himself, that's still a sign of weakness. I'm ranking him number 7. Though I love Garf, he has lots of faults, such as not only is his son one of the weakest pirates. No, his son's not weakest. His son's one of the world's greatest wanted people, the leader of the revolutionaries, Dragon. But both his grandsons, and he considers Ace his grandson, so I'm saying it is his grandson. Both his Ace were famous pirates. Ace, second commander of the Whitebeard fleet, and Luffy, one of the wanted most pirates in the world right now. Now, Smoker is coming in at number 6. Smoker is a very powerful person, but Smoker relies heavily on his gun fruit ability. We didn't get to see his time skip, so we don't know if he knows how hockey. Now, his sword, at the tip of it, it has sea stones. For all we know, he could be very dangerous and very powerful. But Smoker, I would have to say, is not. I would say he's a little. His hatred for pirates goes to a little extreme, and his sense of justice will also blind him. Because he had numerous times to kill Luffy. But because Luffy defeated Crocodile and basically saved him, he let Luffy go because of his sense of justice of being saved by a pirate. He had the chance to take Luffy out. Luffy was worn down. He could have done it, but lets Luffy go. And in that sense, that is his weakness. Because of his sense of justice. Now, he is a good person, but at the same time, Smoke is not the strongest thing. Smoke can be defeated numerous times. A strong enough wind can disperse Smoke. If you can contain Smoke by using like wood or something, building a house, you can contain Smoke in an area. So people that have abilities that can make like walls or like houses or cages without no holes could contain him. Number 5 will be Law. Law is a very powerful pirate in my opinion. But Law also is one of the people that relies on his ability. His ability allows him to control anything in the circle that he summons, basically. It's a very powerful ability. He can turn people's body parts into half human, half goat man, basically. Or he can summon lightning, or control the earth, or gravity, and even teleport a little bit. But he can only do it in the bubble, and he has to stay concentrating. It's been stated in the manga that if he gets emotional, that will actually end up screwing him up, and he can't use his power. For that reason, I'm giving him number 5, because he was a warlord, and he is a very powerful person, but his power comes with so many downsides. Even if you can control gravity, even if you can heal, even if you can do all this, if it's only in a certain area, all they have to do is get out of the area fast enough and just fire, blast, or things from a distance, you know? Now, coming in at number 4 in my opinion, and this is all my opinion, I'm not basically saying, oh yeah, this is everybody's opinion. No, this is my opinion. So, coming in at number 4 is Hancock, and for reason is, I believe she's stronger than both Jubei and Law, for the fact that she has the ability to turn all genders, be it males, or females into stone. And the stone can be from a simple kiss, heart-shaped ability, to that of a simple touch. She could touch somebody and even turn them into stone, basically killing them. And for all we know, she could even turn water into stone. But as far as right now, we only know that her ability allows her to turn people that have basically sexual desires and things like that, unpure thoughts, into stone. But she's also a master of for as far as we know of Haku. Haku is an ability that allows a person to touch Gungan Fruit users and Logo users. So let's say she has that ability that allows her to actually kick Ace's ass for the fact that she can, even if he turns his whole body into fire, she can touch him, she can hit him. His ability to turn himself into fire doesn't work. And I'm ranking her because of that ability. Number 3 is actually Teach. And I'm not talking about the Teach with just the darkness. I'm talking about Teach with Whitebeard's ability. Now, you might find this shocking why I'm not saying Luffy in. Because Luffy is designed to grow. He's the type of character that they make to grow stronger with. Teach has 2 abilities, darkness and a physical ability to even cause earthquakes. He basically has the same power that could destroy the world that they once said that Whitebeard had. Now, I am saying that he is number 3 with somebody else, for the fact that Teach is a coward. Teach is an opportunist. He's smart, but it's his weakness, it's his cowardness that's his weakness. He wants to try to do, he thinks he's just like now, he thinks he's the most powerful person, and it's that cockiness, that cowardness, and that opportunist that's his biggest downfall. Because if a person doesn't have a backbone, they're not going to think, oh, I need to train to master my powers even more. I need to become stronger. It's that weakness, his cockiness, pridefulness. That's his downfall. Now he is number 3 with somebody else, and that is the Flamingo. The Flamingo, I am considering number 3 too, for the fact that he gave Luffy, even after Luffy used 4th gear, something that we were shocked to see. Even after he used it a second time, actually, he used it in the beginning of the fight series, then he had to take a rest, and then he reactivated it, and that even that put his life in jeopardy. He took 2 4th gear ass whooping, and still was able to walk away. Somewhat, though. He was defeated in the long run, but he was still able to stand back up. And his ability to control other ability users with parasites and strings is a great power, to be honest. If I was able to inject a parasite into somebody and control their actions, that would be an instant kill, basically. Now, this is taking point. I'm not counting the yokai, basically. These are the people that are not the yokai. I'm not putting Shanks in this or Whitebeard. The reason why I put Teach in it was because after he got Blackbeard's power, he wasn't instantly a yokai. It was after the Great Whitebeard War that he became a yokai after taking Whitebeard's territory. Now, number 2, folks, you might find this shocking, is Kazuma. The reason why I say it's him is because, and these are the people that are actually fighting right now. These are not the characters such as Akira. As of right now, we haven't seen his fighting abilities to that once he became a commander of the Marines. So we don't know how strong he's become. So I can't really rank him without knowing, has he obtained new abilities? Has he become stronger? The reason why I'm ranking Kazuma number 2 was for the fact that not only did he get his ass kicked by Akira, But he came back stronger, even though he lost a leg, to the point when he was strong enough to actually freeze lava. And lava is hotter than fire. Lava could melt almost anything instantly. It can even burn water. And he was able to freeze lava. That just tells you he's become stronger than anything as of right now. But he has lost a leg, and that leg could be a cripple to his abilities. He has to constantly use his ice ability to make himself an ice leg. So, meaning that for all we know, his power is always on. So if a person that has a sea stone abilities go up to him, they can take his ability away. And then he might fall over, to be honest. Or if people target that weak leg, that is a weakness itself. But he's pretty cool. He's one of my favorite characters for a villain. Technically, the villains are the Blackbeard and the other yokai, but the Marines are also considered antagonists. So they're also considered the bad guys towards the Luffy Straw Hat gang. Number is Kazuya, and that's for the fact that, I hate to say it, he has light. Light is faster than lightning. Light is... How do I explain? Light is a very strong ability. Not only has he been said to be one of the fastest characters in the series, but every time he's fought against an opponent, we haven't seen his real true abilities. He wasn't going serious. He wasn't like going full force. He was always playing around or being lazy. So we haven't seen his true abilities to extent. We haven't seen how strong he is when he gets serious too, though. His light can do many things. It can destroy planets, basically. The sun is light. As far as we know, if something happens to the sun, everything dies. But I don't think he would, because he is light itself. And he's one of the few characters that actually has an advantage over Blackbeard's darkness, because light overcomes darkness. It's always been stated that way. Now he's number 2, if I can remember correctly. No. Yes, number 2 with. There are 3 number 2s for the fact that it's all 3 of the Admiral. Fujiko. His ability to control gravity makes I'm considering him with Kazuya and Fujiko. Fujiko's ability to control gravity is... I apologize if I'm not pronouncing these guys' names right. I've never been good at Japanese names. Fujiko is a very powerful person. He not only is he a master swordsman, as far as we know, I believe he's a samurai, but he's also a very powerful paramount user, that to the point where he even fought Luffy. Luffy, after beating the Flamingo, that got a power boost basically, and fought Luffy, was kicking Luffy's ass. Even though Luffy was holding back, so was he. He has ability to pick up a fucking island. Could you imagine if he decided to pick that island up, put it in the Earth's atmosphere, and have it come down like an asteroid? He could have killed every single fucking Straw Hat crew in that area, but he would also have killed everybody else. And for all we know, he would have survived that. He controls all forms of gravity, be it push, be it pull, be it levitation, force. He controls all forms of gravity, and that's why I'm considering him number 2 with the 2 other. One actually former admiral, Kakuzu. Number 1 has 2 people, and then I'm not including Shanks into this, or Whitebeard, for the fact that they are already up level. I will say number 1 has 2 characters for the fact that it is Luffy. And I'm going with Hawkeye. Mihawk. For the fact that these characters are OP. Since Luffy has many gears, and for all we know, he can obtain more gears. So his ability might have been one of the weakest Gun Fruit, but Rubber is resistant to a lot. It really is resistant to a lot of damage. So people might say Rubber doesn't give him really, it's not really that OP of a power, but if it can resist lightning, if it can resist heat, and all these different abilities, it can resist a shitload. And Rubber in real life can do the same thing. Now, for the reason why I'm giving Luffy number 1 spot is simple. Because he's the main character. They have him growing constantly. So his ability to surpass the other characters will someday happen. But we just can't measure his strength yet, because he's like Goku basically. He keeps getting stronger and stronger. So I have to give him the number 1 spot for the fact that he not only did he defeat Domingo when he was already exhausted, but then I think it was a couple days later, he fought against the Admiral Fujiko and still was able to survive Fujiko's picking up an island and tossing it down and walk away from it. That's badass right there. That really is. Now, Mihawk, I'm giving him also the number 1 spot for the fact that he is considered the world's greatest swordsman. His abilities, we have not seen his full strength yet. He is yet to show his full strength. Every time he's fought against somebody, he's always holding back. And I believe he's one of the few people that could actually take on Shanks and make Shanks use his full power and still be holding back just a little bit, because he is considered the world's greatest swordsman. And because of his title, I believe he went to the samurai homeland and even fought against them, because once you go to that samurai arc in both the manga and the anime, they basically tell you that even the samurais know of his name and consider him the world's greatest swordsman. And for that reason, I am considering him number 1, because we haven't been able to see his full potential yet, seen him actually get serious. Now, I would have said Solo, but Solo, sorry, bud, I can't rank you because all these other characters are actually stronger than you. You might have learned some haki, but you only learned enough to keep his swords from being destroyed by power users and able to hit power users. I would say he's not even considered the 2nd greatest swordsman, because Fujiko would have that title. Now, people might ask, oh, why don't you put Dragon, Luffy's father? Well, we've never seen Dragon's full potential, so we can't basically say, hey, Dingleberry, how strong is Dragon? How strong is Luffy's father? So we've never seen him be able to have any power whatsoever. I am giving him that rank, basically. That is my top 10. I would have given it to Akuma, but since he's become the fleet commander, we don't know how strong he is. We can't say legit that, and logically we can't say how strong he is. We can assume from the past, before Luffy became strong, how strong he was, but we don't know how strong he's become after becoming the fleet commander. That is my top 10 people in Fruit. Hold on. I'll be playing some DC right now. I was gonna play some One Piece, but I just wanted to go through my top 10 of One Piece with you guys. I apologize if it's boring, but it's my opinion.